Oh, hi there. Midweek, May 6th. The decision to embrace every moment as a precious gift is ultimately a choice of love over fear. So, choice, love over fear. There you go. And today's reading from Reverend Christine Green is about divine circulation in action. The first quote was from Sarah Ben Brethnach, I think. Brethnach. Did not look her up. Should have done. Divine circulation in action. Both abundance and lack exist simultaneously in our lives as parallel realities. It is always our conscious choice which secret garden we will tend. So, abundance or lack? Most of us are somewhere in between, right? Hopefully in the direction of abundance. And Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook on page 302 says, the universe is inexhaustible. It is limitless, indestructible, and eternal, and it responds to the faith that we have in it. For all practical purposes, yes, that's correct. And this is Reverend Christine who says, my friend, I'll call her Sharon, learned her teenage son was sick and she needed to fly from Southern California to Missouri. I loaned her $1,000 that I borrowed on my credit card, with the agreement that she would make the payments. Shortly after she arrived in Missouri, she became gravely ill and could not work. Communication with her stopped, and so did the payments. Now I was left with a credit card debt. I was already a fervent believer that there was not enough. Now I had proof. When I studied Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth, I began to shift both my thinking and my awareness. Eric Butterworth writes, there is only one way by which you can achieve prosperity. It is to take charge of your mind. You may be looking for some magic formula, some new metaphysical cliche that will change things, but if you want to change your life, you will have to alter your thoughts. I practiced letting go of my belief in lack. I did forgiveness work for myself and for my friend. I practiced gratitude. I decided to consider the loan a gift and let it go. Several years later, I was getting ready to move to attend ministerial school. A friend invited me to lunch and surprised me with a $1,000 check toward my tuition. I graciously received her generous gift. Divine circulation in action. Sharon came into my life and gifted me with lessons in forgiveness, abundance, and love. I'm grateful for all the ways God blesses me with grace. I think the message speaks 100% for itself, correct? And it doesn't need any elaboration by me. And I would say yes, from personal experience, once you let go and forgive, things do change. You know, relationships with people change. You know, I've had a not kind of difficult relationship with a couple of people, and I've decided to let it go. And I've had good responses from both of them in the last week, you know. So that's living proof to me anyway that this sort of thing does work. So as I said, doesn't need much elaboration. My practitioner colleague, Danielle Johnson, will be doing her midweek meditation either today or tomorrow, depending on her workload. Reverend Lisa Ryan, my ministerial colleague, will actually be on tomorrow morning about 9:15. So I encourage you to look out for those on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page. And you can see me on my personal Facebook page, Prosperity Living's Facebook page, Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page, and lots of other stuff. Usually Instagram, Tumblr, Threads, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and let me see, LinkedIn. There's probably enough to be going on with, right? So my knowingness for each and every one is a wonderful rest of this day and for the rest of this week. And I release my word with gratitude into that divine word that always says yes, and so it is. I gratefully receive all the good God has in store for me. I gratefully receive all the good God has in store for me. And that will be our closing statement. So until next time, namaste.